All right, great. Morning, folks. I'm James Burnett, spokesman for the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office. I am here with Milwaukee County Sheriff Danita Ball, Milwaukee Police Chief Jeffrey Norman. A little bit of housekeeping really quickly. You probably know this. If you don't, you probably should not be here. Sheriff Ball, D-E-N-I-T-A-B-A-L-L. Chief Norman, Jeffreynorman. We good? Great. Okay, so we're here for a briefing on the an ongoing investigation for human remains that were discovered early last week, and again, all the subsequent information that has come after that. I have to tell you, this briefing may be brief because there are a number of questions we may not be able to answer. That said, Sheriff Ball, Chief Norman will give you what they can, and on that, I will hand it off to the Sheriff.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Today we're going to give a brief update regarding the severed leg that was found and some of the human remains that have been found throughout Milwaukee County. As you know, on April the 2nd at approximately 5:29 p.m., Milwaukee County 911 dispatch received a call from Cudahy Police Department regarding a severed leg at Warnemont Park. It was near the golf course and the pumping house. And so the leg was amputated from the around the hip down. And as a result, the leg appeared to be that of an African-American female. Subsequently, a Milwaukee police officer who was aware of our investigation raised the possibility that the leg may be related to a missing person investigation that they were conducting, and that missing person was Sade Robinson. So on Wednesday, April the 4th, our investigation led to a person of interest, Maxwell Stephen Anderson, who lives in the 3100 block of South 39th Street, where he was arrested after a traffic stop near the home. A search warrant was conducted. The severed leg has been preliminarily identified as belonging to Ms. Robinson. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the Robinson family, friends, and the Milwaukee community who have embraced this family. We are sorry for your loss. It's such a tragic incident. Our investigators have worked around the clock on this investigation. As a result of their diligence and with the help of our criminal justice partners, the District Attorney's Office issued charges today against Maxwell Stephen Anderson for first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and arson of property other than building. He remains in custody. The Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office would like to thank all of our partners involved in this investigation, specifically the Milwaukee Police Department, the Cudahy Police Department, the Kenosha Police Department, the Madison Police Department K-9 Unit, Great Lakes Search and Rescue K-9 Unit, the FBI, the ATF, the Department of Justice's Division of Criminal Investigation and their crime lab, the Medical Examiner's Office, the District Attorney's Office, the Milwaukee County Transit System, Wisconsin Southern Railroad, the United States Coast Guard, forensic anthropologist Gordon Karsten, and other partners who may have helped in this endeavor. Your help was very invaluable. Again, we extend our sincere condolences to the Robinson family as they navigate this difficult time and mourn the loss of Sade. I'm going to turn it over to Chief Norman, who's going to talk about other parts of the investigation. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff Ball. First and foremost, on behalf of the Milwaukee Police Department, our hearts and prayers go out to the family of Sadie Robinson. This is a horrendous tragedy, and above all else, we cannot imagine the pain that you must be going through. Please know that you have our deepest thoughts and condolences. Details of some of the Milwaukee Police Department's involvement can be found in the criminal complaint that was filed by the district attorney this morning. What we can share at this time is this. On April 2nd, Milwaukee Police Department investigated an arson at the 2800 block of West Lisbon Avenue. Video surveillance recovered from the arson investigation led investigators to search the area of 3000 West Galena Street. On Friday, April 5th, investigators located human remains in the area. On Saturday, April 6th, MPD continued the search in the area and located additional human remains on the railroad tracks. Later in the evening on Saturday, April 6th, MPD returned to the area when Ms. Robinson's family located her blanket. At this time, detectives located additional human remains. The identification of the human remains recovered by MPD are still pending. I repeat that. The additional human remains is still being looked at, and the investigation is pending in regards to the identification of that. Please note we continue to search for additional evidence that has not been located. Anyone with information is asked to contact Milwaukee Police Department at 414-935-7360, or to remain anonymous, contact Crime Stoppers at 414-224-TIPS, or P3TIPS. We are grateful for the efforts of the Sheriff Department, the District Attorney's Office, and other federal and local law enforcement partners for their tireless efforts to gather facts and evidence in this case. Please remember, this is an ongoing investigation, and as information becomes available, we will do so in sharing it. And we also ask to please remember to respect the privacy of the family at this time and allow them to grieve. At this time, I'll turn it back over to Sheriff Ball.
So if you have some questions that we can answer, you can ask them now.
Just to clarify, so the severed leg has been confirmed connected to Robinson, but not the human remains found Friday, Saturday, and Sunday by the Milwaukee Police Department.
A preliminary investigation have shown that the leg is Ms. Robinson's, and yes, the human remains have not been identified yet.
Are you looking into other missing women and reviewing those cases to possibly connect it to this case?
This is an ongoing case, and we have looked at other parts of the investigation to see if there are any others that could be linked, and so far there hasn't been any evidence that there is any other victims.
Are you concerned that there could be other victims?
There hasn't been anything that is pointing to that right now.
Prosecutors are saying that this happened from the time that the two went back to Anderson's house, according to the criminal complaint, until the time that he pinged to Warnemont Park, which is a pretty wide time frame. Do we know when this killing happened and where it happened? Was it at the home? Was it in the car? Was it at the park? I'm a little unclear on that portion of the criminal complaint.
We can't, it's still part of the ongoing investigation, so we can't comment on that.
Do you know how she died?
Can't comment on that.
Or do we know how they met, the suspect and the victim?
It's my understanding that they may have met at his place of employment, but right now we can't confirm that.
Since we don't have identification of all of the remains that have been found, can you confirm or not if there is any danger to the public?
At this time, we don't believe that there are any other victims out there and that the person who is responsible for this heinous crime has been arrested.
Are you still searching for remains for Ms. Robinson?
Yes, we are.
Do you know where those remains could be?
No.
Have you found have you recovered a murder weapon in this situation?
Ongoing investigation.
Folks, we have time. Interest of time, 2 more questions.
Has there been a motive established?
Ongoing investigation.
what did you find inside that home, specifically in the basement?
Cannot really say that at this time.
Is anyone else connected to the crime? Will there be more charges?
We have no evidence there's anyone else that's related to this offense, but you know, as I stated before, it is an ongoing investigation.
When is the soonest that we can expect another update?
As soon as we get information.
Is he speaking with investigators? Anderson?
It's my understanding that he has retained a lawyer.
Is there anything you can say about the sex dungeon?
No.
All right, folks.
Just like, could you describe the crime? I mean, you called it a heinous crime. Just how are your investigators doing having to tackle this right now?
Well, just to know that someone has, you know, been dismembered in a fashion like that, you know, you know, our investigators, they want to find justice for the victim, and so right now that's what their focus is on. But you know, any crimes like this, it's bound to at some point in time have an effect on those who are involved.
Sheriff, thanks. Chief,
Thank you.
thanks for your time. No promises, but there could be an additional briefing at a later date, sooner rather than later. If you have any follow-up questions, I wish I could tell you to call Sergeant Cornejo over there and not me, but
I'm sure he does.
call me. So, yeah, that would be. In any case, you don't have to go home, but